And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
I make whole crews disperse.
Baka. Dude, the energy in here has been great ever since Jacob got promoted to that big office.
Well, you know what? Sometimes when you get stuff that you deserve, it gives you a little more oomph.
You do. You put your one foot in front of the other, and you grind it out, and you're rewarded. Jacob?
Congratulations.
I'm guessing it's a corner with a view of the park?
You have your own bathroom?
No.
You have access to the executive bathroom.
No.
But you have your own little snack bouquet that is there every morning, right? And an espresso machine?
No. I'm as far away from the kitchen now as possible.
An assistant, though. They gave you an assistant.
No assistant.
But
Okay.
you did get the comfortable chair, like the...
It's my same chair.
Oh. You had to take your chair from the...
But the desk is way bigger.
You know what, Bobby? I forgot to take my chair. Now you're telling me that. I left my chair in the old office.
Oh, that's old news. That's back for old shit, Jacob. This is new office, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
So you got the electric desk that goes up and down, so if you want to stand, you can stand if you... No.
Oh, you have that button that locks the door in case you want to sexually harass an employee?
That they have.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oof, is this a promotion at all? I'm sorry, this isn't even a promotion at this point, this new desk.
I've been working here, guys, remember, for 10 years.
And you saw how they treated him? You saw how they treated Pete Dominic? Remember, he was just going crazy, sitting in his car listening to himself while smoking weed with the dog? That was eerie. Remember that video?
The final show.
Weird.
I didn't see it.
Pete Dominic just did a thing. He just smokes a joint in his car, listening to himself on Sirius with his dog, and he's just looking at the camera. Like, it's like a spider should have crawled across his face while he was talking.
Crawled across his eye, and he didn't blink.
Yeah. He did not like getting removed from that show.
I go to Atlanta all the time.
Yeah, he got pretty wound up.
Who are you going to fight with?
DeRosa.
DeRosa, that's right, yeah.
That's what DeRosa goes, because you're a cunt. That's my favorite. Because you're a cunt.
Fucking DeRosa. This is the thing with DeRosa. When he calls me in the morning, I have to, like, I get excited. Hey, man, I like when Joe calls me.
Sure.
But most of the time, it's with Keith on the other end.
Oh.
So most of the time, it's like,
they've already shit on you, and they're
Yes.
calling up to give you the business.
They've been shitting on me for probably a half hour, 40 minutes, and then they call, and let's call him. And he calls me, hey, Bob, what's up? And I'm like, DeRosa, what's up, man? How you doing? And then I just hear that stroke laugh. I got a nice hot trashing.
Yeah.
I forget
DeRosa likes to give it to you, too. And then you hear Keith.
Oh, he called me up.
There's nothing worse than waiting for someone to slow stroke talk an insult to you.
But
You know my problem with you, Bobby. You're like, oh, shit.
I know. It's the worst.
The thing I hate about... Stop using so much exposition. Get to it. I think you're a dumb...
They gave me shit.
Looking at your clock.
They gave me shit for this, though, and I deserve it.
Yeah, what is that?
I had you have posters made. You have ads made for your shows.
Of course, Influencer Bob.
And I had my for Williams Center this Saturday night, 7 p.m. in New Jersey.
What's it called?
It's called the Williams Center in Rutherford, New Jersey.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Helium.
No.
Oh, good.
I'm doing the...
Well, I kept making fun of that gig, and you're not telling me it's a whole different thing.
What were you making fun of?
I thought you were doing... the Helium there? The bananas?
Oh, your bananas, not helium. Helium's...
It's Helium.
They bought it.
Couldn't guess why. That said, I'm at Helium this weekend, everybody, Indianapolis. But they bought that...
Hotel room.
Lou, you've been there to see me before. Actually, you went to the old one. Did you come to the new one ever?
Yeah, and they both suck.
Well, the old one I actually liked.
It was better than this.
The old one I liked, and it was the people who ran it, the old couple.
Sure.
Liked them. They always gave you a great deal, and at least the sound was good.
It's close to home.
Close to home. When I first got the gig, I stayed in the hotel for the weekend like a loser, and I bought a paint gun rifle.
The old
Fucking
old
loser.
hotel or the new one?
The old hotel.
When it was like one level, it was just like a Holiday Inn
It
Express.
was a half hour from my house. That's when I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's when I was just a piece of shit, Bobby. You know what I mean? Just doing shows to get puss.
Yeah.
And
I don't care. Is there a room? Then nice.
It's 20 minutes from my house. I got to stay.
Yeah. Now Saturday. And by the way, I always think this gets construed as not loving. I love doing the shows. and I love hanging out when I'm there. But if there's a chance that I can go home after the shows of a weekend, like at 3 minutes after being off stage, if I could be in the car, all good.
Buddy, how about a one-show Friday? Is there anything better than when...
Never even experienced that.
I came off, I was in Atlanta, and I did the first show on Friday, and I was like, all right, guys, that was good. It was good. Good show, good crowd. One more. And the guy went, that's it. We only do one on Friday. And I almost cried. I went, what? He's only one on Friday, two on Saturday. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I think whatchamacallit did that for a long time, or they still do it maybe. The Comedy Connection in Rhode Island.
Yeah, Comedy Magic Club was always like that. One
show Friday, Tuesday. It's nice.
Yeah,
especially when you're like, wait, but I saw my guarantee. Really? Like, okay.
Yep. The new helium bananas.
It's crazy.
It's bad.
The lights come at you from the front, like they're in the front, and they just shoot gigantic shadows of you behind you. So I said, it's like this is the rhythm of the night. Like while you're talking on stage, there's a giant shadow behind you doing these crazy things.
And the speaker system is terrible. They can't hear you.
They're just speakers on those it's like wedding audio,
but bad, like Radio Shack
and wedding seating as well. Long tables,
long tables with like
no lighting.
I mean, they didn't upgrade. The room is a better room to do comedy.
Sure.
I mean, just because it's
just a ballroom.
Yeah,
I mean.
but it could be But the speaker system, I had people coming out going, we didn't hear you the whole show. They were in the back. They couldn't hear you, really. Kind of sucks.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's a wild room.
I don't know why they put their name on that. They have great clubs, Helium.
Money, baby.
I guess.
Money, baby.
How much money could that be making? I guess the overhead
I'll tell you how much
probably
when I'm there. When I'm there, like $3,200.
Yo, I'll tell you how much to make when I'm there. Probably close to $5,000.
$5,000, $38,000 maybe.
So I don't know. That's got to be like what, an eighth of the rent?
So he called me this morning and he's. I mean, I'm getting a smash. I hear it. Mm-hmm. They have good ones coming.
Because you're a cunt.
Yep. And on my poster it says all the dates. It's a really good looking poster. It says parental discretion advised. It's kind of cool, right?
Sure.
Pretty badass, right? Punk rock, right? And then it says,
let them know you don't play by the rules.
Sense of humor required.
Okay.
I deserve it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
That got by me. That got by me, dude.
Yeah.
Let me say it again. Sense of humor required.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh boy. I got a nice hot 33-minute smashing from an old black guy with a stroke and an adopted lesbian.
Sense of humor required.
Oh, my God.
First of all, if I can give you 2 notes on this that we're done. Parental discretion advised should always be in that the sign, like the sign that says parental discretion, because that's what made music cool when they put that on. They thought it was going to turn people off.
Yeah.
But it's all you want to see. This is written out like it's an actual thing.
I know.
It's going to seriously. It's up to your parents.
That's what should have been done.
Yes.
The sticker, like you shouldn't listen. This is bad. That's from the Christians. Made yeah. Yep. No, I put it in like it's
parental discretion is advised. Actually, I actually mean that.
That's actually my next hour is called parental discretion is advised. Sense of humor required. That's
also
the second
parental
house.
Discretion advised. The that's wrong too.
What is
parental discretion advised?
Is wrong. Yeah, it's terrible. It's bad. It's a bad poster.
I'm gonna tweet it out.
Oh please!
Pictures.
I mean,
good?
I had enough of my sneaker bashing yesterday. I was very dumbfounded that percentage-wise, people didn't like my sneakers.
312s, dog. Oh really? I thought people did like them more than didn't like them.
I believe I got. The percentage was fuck no.
Yeah, Black Lou was our cool gauge on the show, and he really turned on them.
I mean, I've never. First of all,
he influenced.
Yeah, he really turned on me. But my new sneakers today, you like, right?
Absolutely, I love the NMDs, right? Adidas.
What'd you call me?
How do you feel about these, Lou?
Oh, absolutely love those.
We both have red sneakers on. What are
Jay's
those?
got the hot ones though.
Oh, come on.
These are Jordans.
All right, relax. I can't have a moment. I mean, he finally liked my sneakers. They could whip your fancy Jordans up.
They're not fancy at all.
How much are those?
$120.
That's it. Mine were $145. The ones you didn't like. Fuck you, Lou. Go fuck you. Hope all those cans is.
They all explode at once.
They all explode in your face.
Dude, I want Black Lou to take down a case of rosé one day on the show.
I would love that.
It's bad news. You've seen it already.
Just see him like put his fist through a wall, then he's laughing.
There's a person. Oh, sorry, forget it. There's a. Let me just say this. There's a military guy that I told him I was going to buy him some cases of those, but that I lost his fucking DM.
Sure.
Can you, if you're listening, can you please DM me again?
Oh yeah,
because I never sent it to him, and I feel terrible.
Christine, while Jacob's gone, pin that air.
Oh, you're a little instigator today.
No,
Christine, you got to make it
It's pretty
warmer.
warm in here, no?
Yeah.
It's hot.
I made it cool. He made it warm.
All right, so we don't make it cool again.
Oh, great.
And he could bundle up. Hey, look, don't worry. I thought he was actually here because he's got piles of things to cover himself with sitting in his chair.
You know what we should tell him, though?
It's like when it's like Ferris Bueller stayed home from school or left under his bed.
We should tell him that sense of humor is required on this show.
Yeah, I don't know if Jacob's aware that sense of humor is required, and parental advisory is advised.
Also, attendance. What is more important than this show? What the fuck could he be doing?
What the fuck is he doing?
Something wrong with his computer.
You think he's up there screaming? He's on the roof screaming at God about his new office he hates?
I don't think his office could be that bad. All the offices are the same.
Christine said he skitzed and he was like, oh, all this stuff from the Bonfire place, you got to have it off my desk.
It was in text.
Still, it's like I need this shit off my desk, and it's like, dude, it's like memorabilia from the show.
How bad is he with a new person too? Did he get a new
Partner in life?
No, office mate.
His name's Mark. He's great.
Plays soccer.
Yeah, who's he in the office with now?
Maral.
Oh, she's cool.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Nice to look at.
Yeah, you like her sneakers, Lou?
Yes.
Son
She's
of
got
a-
great taste.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks. Now I have something to look. You like my first stepdad. Go.
Is Jacob worried that
yourself.
she's going to catch him making his cartoonish wolf who sees a girl faces while she auga auga? He doesn't like to share with a lady. Now he can't masturbate in his office anymore.
I gotta
the way
take.
I know he loves to.
I have to take Black Lou off pinned on Zoom.
Why?
Because his eyes are too magical. They're beautiful.
I keep it
His
pinned.
his chocolatey, gorgeous eyes. I can't stop staring at him.
But yeah, he's pinned.
Yeah, but he's looking right at me. I mean, I feel like he's. Dude, stop, Lou.
He's looking into your soul.
Black Lou, please don't do that. Oh my God, Black Lou's a good-looking dude, man.
Oh yeah, Black Lou looks like the cover of a Just for Men box.
He did.
You should, dude. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like with campaign. You're gonna be like Billy D. Williams with fucking Colt 45, dude. How did Billy D. Williams get talked into malt liquor sales?
Money, baby.
I know, but isn't it funny that Colt 45 is notoriously like put it in a big brown bag and drink it outside while you're getting ready to commit gang-like crimes or you're an old black drunk. It's really nothing. And then somehow the suavest brother comes in and he's like, hey, I'm Lando Calrissian. Y'all want to drink some really cheap booze and get fucked up quick? Probably ruin your family.
Flips his cape back.
Welcome to Cloud City, son.
Cloud City. Woo.
Colt 45. I don't think I've ever had malt liquor. Lou, DJ Lou, you definitely have had malt liquor. When you were younger, you were definitely crushing 40s.
Yeah, but more so, there was something called, was it 50-50?
Mad Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I used to drink that when I drank.
Yeah.
That was my drink. I would get a half a pint of schnapps.
Bob, you drank so long ago, I thought it was like on rye or something like that.
Yeah.
Pooch.
My grandfather done brought it down from Maine.
Yeah, my grandfather made apple pie Everclear. Moonshine.
I had, what was it, schnapps?
Yeah.
Allen's 101, peppermint schnapps, and
Why peppermint? Didn't they make peach?
Peach.
Peppermint. I couldn't do peach sucked.
Really?
And I didn't drink it. I just one sipped it.
Of course, get it down.
Yeah, get it down. And then 50-50, Mad Dog 50-50. Oh, that was great. And I used to have like a rack of talls. That was my night.
Nice. A rack.
I love that. Sit on the train tracks.
I was just going to say train tracks.
Train tracks, baby.
My friends would get stuff like I didn't drink it, but they'd get like Mad Dog 2020 for sure.
Yeah, Mad Dog 2020,
SoCo was
that's
a
it.
big thing people drank when we were younger. Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort was awesome.
And then and what's the other?
I had Wild Irish Rose too.
I had Zima.
Oh yeah, for sure Zima. But
course you did.
Of
course you did.
what's the shitty Boone's Farm?
Yeah, Boone's Farm. Does
Yeah.
anybody remember Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch?
It was just another one of those like Mike's Hard Lemonade things.
Oh, it was the best.
That was quick.
Girls used to drink Zima.
Yeah.
Well, guys used to give girls Zima.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it tasted like candy to knock you unconscious. It's before Bill Cosby came to light. It was a different time.
That was the bait.
It was a different time. I never. I'm saying I never drank as like a teenager. I never like hooked up with a drunk girl. I don't have any of those stories.
Oh, I love
Like
it.
we were both hammered and started fucking around. It wasn't even your girlfriend. It was just a girl. Like all my friends had those, and I was just like, I don't like the taste. I just never got drunk though. Like,
You were just home having a Twinkie,
I'd
watching
be there.
TV.
I'd be there. I would just be drinking like soda or something. I just didn't like it so much, and it didn't like. And also, when you're the sober person, you've dealt with this for a long time now, Bobby.
Yeah.
Some people are when they get a little tipsy, like can still be fun when you're sober, right? But there's nothing worse than when people are getting like teenage drunk and you're just not even a little bit. I didn't smoke weed or anything. I didn't do any of that stuff till my 20s.
Yeah, I don't like teenage drunk. When I was a teenager, though, it was fun. But I hung out with men.
Yeah, but
When
I'm
I
saying
was-
I hated my other friends being teenage drunk and being like, you're sober. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, but when I was drinking with guys, I was drinking with 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know, I was like the youngest. When I was 13,
Yeah.
I was hanging out with like just men, just fucking men.
I wish I would have cut loose more.
They taught me how to drink too. They would teach me how to drop my tongue so the alcohol didn't hit it. 'Cause
Oh, yeah?
If you don't taste it, you don't get sick.
Damn right.
So if you could drop your tongue and let it go to the back of your throat, you could like one sip.
Well, you don't get sick from the taste where you
Yeah,
get
the-
that like
the-
that nausea
that-
from like the.
yeah, the
that's what happens
taste
to
is
me.
what
If
fucks
I
you up.
drink it, like I might throw it back up if I don't have a chaser because I can't. The taste is so bad.
The
Whiskey,
taste is terrible. Yeah.
whiskey. If I did a shot of whiskey and it didn't have a chaser, like I'd be bummed.
We used to like.
I freak out if I drink coffee by accident.
I could half sip Allen's 101 like a pint.
Yeah.
Half sip it. Yeah, I was so proud of myself too. I was, man.
Oh, when your bragging would be how much you can drink.
Well, I'm hanging out with these
What a
older
funny thing is,
dudes.
Dude, I could drink you under the table. He goes, okay, that's not a thing to brag about.
When you're 13, it is.
Dude, dude, you want to see me get sick as shit and have a major problem? Yes, I guess so.
What was it? Mad Dog was cheap. That's why it was awesome. It was like $2.50 for a pint.
Yep. And that's all you really needed to get yourself
We used to
going.
call it bum juice because that's all the homeless people used to get that shit.
I've said it on my 21st birthday, I think it was. I
That
went
you
to
were,
the
you
cellar.
were bi?
I was bisexual.
Nice.
Came to the cellar and
We still love you, dude.
everybody there. I don't think you were
Oh,
back yet.
that was the other show. I'm sorry.
You weren't back yet. You weren't back from LA yet officially.
Oh, you remember when I went to LA?
When I met you, you were in LA. You came back pretty quick though. Yeah, when I went on the road with you the first time.
Yeah, LA made sure of that. The industry.
Well, no,
was like,
I'm
go
saying
back.
before I came to New York, you were already gone.
Right,
And when I
yeah.
got to New York, you weren't there. And then you came back one time, and I said that's when you lived in LA is when you were in town, and you offered Kev to open for you on those gigs, and he was like, "Nah, you should take Jay though," and you were like, "Sure." And I had a
I
car.
offered Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Wow.
You offered him the gig, and he was like, he couldn't do it, and he said like, you should take Jay, and then me and you went on those 3 gigs.
Those 3 gigs. Where I threw a
Living
fucking
infamy.
M&M at your head.
You threw M&M's and boxed my ear. I mean, the shot was.
I mean, we did have a pep talk before we went.
We did.
What a passenger, what a co-pilot's job is.
I didn't do great.
No, man. I said you can't fall asleep. Or
Also-
if you're gonna go to sleep, you just have to ask. That's it.
Sure.
So I'm not falling asleep too.
Bobby woke up to my slobber on his shoulder. Also, I let Bobby down, and we've talked about it on this show before, but like I let Bobby down in such another way, and I understand now. Sometimes you got to get older to understand.
Yeah.
Bobby was sexy Bob.
Yeah.
At that time, he was sexy Bob, big time. But Bobby's always, I didn't know this because I didn't know him before that, Bobby's always had a fatso in him. So he thought that coming with me, and this happens with a lot of people, Josh Adam Myers does this. Oh, dude, we're about to eat like pigs. And when we went to that Wendy's, I could tell that wasn't on Bobby's like daily thing. Living in L.A., going to Wendy's, no way. We went to Wendy's, and I didn't understand at the time. I was kind of like, I think he's overreacting a bit. He was furious.
It was the maddest I've ever been at you.
That I got a salad, and a taco salad of all things. And Bobby was like, wanted to get burgers and fries and fucking woof and Frosties. And I was like, no, I'm trying to turn it around. I'm just going to get a taco. By the way, same calories, I'm sure, as anything else on the menu.
Well, it was the maddest I can say this, the maddest I've ever been at you since I've known you was that night. I can feel it
Do you
now.
remember the small detail?
That
We got through,
Yep,
and then
we had to
we
go-
pulled over to eat,
Fuck.
and then they didn't give me sour cream
And we
for
had-
my taco
It
salad.
made me go back
And we had to go back and
through the drive-through, and I go, this fucking piece of shit.
Oh yeah, you were definitely giving me you were running me down. We had to wait in line. It wasn't like we just pulled back in and went right to the window. It was like 3 cars we had to wait to go get.
But the
Why
top.
didn't you just get out and go get sour cream from inside?
It didn't seem possible.
I don't think it was.
It may have been
late.
closed.
It was
Yes,
late.
I think it was just drive-through.
Drive-through. But here's what sucked about this stupid salad. It stunk. As soon as he took the lid off, that open taco meat in the fucking wild open, it should be wrapped.
Yep.
Because then you don't smell it. As soon as he took that lid off, my whole car smelled like fucking dead rat taco meat.
Do you remember? I don't know if we.
Oh, you loved it too. I think you ate the shell. The bowl was the taco and I remember him. I was like, ugh.
The bowl was taco.
Oh my god.
I think we went to a strip club and I was so broke and boring there. We left. 'Cause I think whoever we did one of those shows with took us to like a strip club or something afterwards. One of those, you gotta go. And I was like, all right, we'll go. And I was just boring there, I know, because I just didn't know. I just had no money. You know what I mean? I just didn't even know what to do. I was just like, hoping the girls never came over to us. And it was boring there. And then we went and he's like, Bobby was like, well, we weren't going to fuck anybody anyway. Or it was just like, so I guess we'll just go be fat now. And I was like, nah, pull the brakes on that, buddy. I'm going to get a salad from Wendy's.
But then we had to drive the fuck home.
9 hours.
9 hours.
It was like North Carolina.
Then I'm driving. I feel this fucking lump on my shoulder. And I was like, what the fuck?
That was on the way down to Maryland.
Oh,
that was our
that?
very first night we drove overnight. And when I woke up, it was hilarious, dude. I said that was a funny thing you just realize in life, and we all do it, too. I was so new, and the fact that Bobby knew Dane so well, and Dane was like a celebrity if you were a young comic at that point, and I was giving Bobby so much what's Dane? And so Bobby had to give me Bobby just did something, and I said I've done this for other people with other comics. You just described his recipe, you trivialized his comedy into a recipe, and I was like, damn.
Well, what did I say?
And now I always say that my favorite comics are the people that I can't figure out their recipe. You know what I mean? I don't know how Kurt operates. You know what I mean? I can't tell what you're going to do next. I can't tell what, you know what I mean? Dave Attell's going to do next.
Right.
You just did Dane Cook. When you just do that thing with anybody, you can do it. When people do it with me, they're always like, you ever fuck a black guy? Oh, I know exactly what you did. You go, so I'm walking down to the refrigerator. He goes, I put on my fluffy, feathery shoes, and I walk to the refrigerator. I open the door. I pull out the Skippy extra chunky peanut, and I was just like, damn, dude, this is exactly
you
what
always
he does.
you have to take the Skippy and make it another word. I took out the Skippy do peanut butter because I like Skippity do. It's do Skippity, not regular Skippity, because I love Skippity do.
Dude, it was crushing. Because I think that week I watched the Comics Come Home, where everyone was having a rough time. The Wayans brothers hosted it, and he came out at the end and just murdered. Again, as a comic now, as long as I am, he ripped his pants off on that set. He was wearing little underwear. It was part of his bit. But all you see as a young comic is you're like, I couldn't dream of murdering like that, especially after Jay Moore just bombed, Wanda Sykes just bombed. This Wayne's everyone's like good comics are having rough sets, and he went out there and murdered. And I'm like, this guy's a genius, and just Bobby couldn't hear it anymore. He's walking. He walks gingerly. He walks to the refridge. I call it the refridge.
I go to the fridge. The fridge is over here because I like most people have the fridge in the kitchen. I have mine in the living room because I'm a fridge guy and I'm in the living room and I get the Skippity do peanut butter.
Oh.
You ruin all my fun.
No, we make all your fun, buddy. I miss you. Come on.
I miss you, bud.
I miss you, buddy.
Knock you out.
No, you won't. Listen, you've never been hit or hit anybody. Let's just settle down. But congratulations on the marriage. Yeah. You and Russell Brand.
Oh, dude.
Hey, come on now.
It's so goddamn funny, man, when someone just destroys a comic by telling you their recipe. And I do it for so many people. If I can't take it anymore, where someone's like, dude, so-and-so is great. I'm like, are they? How about if I just show you that you could write 7 hours of their comedy in 30 minutes? And they're like, damn, it is just like that. Yeah, Patrice was someone you couldn't figure out his recipe. I don't know exactly what he's going to do.
Patrice
so
had a thing, though,
by it.
where he would come out and he'd be like, he had these pauses,
Sure.
but only he could do them. It's too terrifying as a comic
But it's not a
pause.
recipe. That's style.
Yeah.
Like recipe where you're like, it's plug and play for almost
Yeah.
every bit. You're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, Dane. God bless.
God bless.
God bless you, buddy. I miss you.
God bless you,
See you,
Jacob,
man.
for your promotion. Everything's going great.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. Did they put the new pencils and other stuff with your name on it? Did you get all that?
No, I moved everything after the bonfire, my own.
But you still have your letterhead.
You have the letterhead?
Letterhead?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No letterhead.
They gave you that snazzy ass Sirius XM blanket to wear inside the studio, right?
I do have this.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
They did give me this.
Yes.
Did you get your leather Sirius XM bomber jacket?
No.
You didn't get that?
Is that coming?
I think that should be coming.
Did you get your watch? Did you get your watch yet?
No.
Sirius XM watch?
You didn't get that?
With Sirius XM app built in? Sirius XM application?
You guys are really depressing me about this move.
Why?
Why?
Because it
I feel like you were already depressed about the move. We're trying to
Yeah.
lighten it a little bit.
Yeah.
We're trying to lighten the spirit.
You got an office.
Yeah.
You couldn't, some people don't have offices in here.
So what? You're the second most important person in that office. No one thinks about it that way.
Morale is more important.
Is
do
she?
Do you have by the same spot as your desk, or is it a different? Are you by the window, or are you by the door?
I'm by the window now.
Oh.
But I'm at the opposite end of the kitchen. Or, I was right around the corner from the kitchen.
Right there.
Now I'm on,
And you were saying before,
The
morale
opposite
cracks
end.
nasty farts all day long.
yeah.
Poor morale. It's an internal problem, Jacob. You can't be angry about
Yeah, I
that.
can't be angry about that.
So what, dude? She blasts major ass constantly, and she has a high protein diet.
I never saw I've been in your office a bunch of times. I've never seen the person you share it with.
That's why I have no office now.
Because he wasn't there.
It wasn't there
Paul, right?
enough. Yeah.
It was Paul. So they moved you over at morale. That's cool. Isn't it better to look at a pretty young lady than Paul?
I love morale. We're very close.
Nice.
Now you're
How
really
close?
closer.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now we're close.
Maybe this is the beginning of romance. It's possible.
She's happily married.
Maybe not for long.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
you can
true.
shake up the system.
My charms work on most.
Yeah.
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 Jacob, I say do to her what you told Bobby to do to Dawn. Walk up behind her one day. Just grab her by the waist and go, today,
Yeah.
you're not a wife.
Yeah. And then jam your hands down her pants and pick her up like a 6-pack.
Yeah. And just go, today you're a sexual object.
You shouldn't use the Jacob method. I don't think it works.
No, buddy. I,
I saw
think
it
this
in
is
a
the way you
movie,
do it.
and there were just hot people who were, by the way, like I said, both married. So it's a terrible idea to use the Jacob method.
First of
No,
all,
Jacob, you're a hot person, dude. Morale's a hot person. Go over there and make sweet love to her in the office the way you both definitely are craving.
She's
wouldn't-
Armenian. She's got that Armenian
Ooh, I like
fire.
that. Yeah.
Oh, so
Christine loves her.
Yeah, well, Christine's Armenian, so you're a degree away from fucking Christine at that point, like you dreamed.
Get on it. We'll triple date. We'll all go on dates. We'll take the wives out.
Yeah.
Go in there, just do a bunch of Armenian shit. Walk in there and just have your headphones on and be like, "Do you believe in love?" And go, "Sorry, I was listening to Cher on my way to get a lunch. Oh, I got this stupid flat bread with ground beef pieces on it.
Lamajin.
Sure.
Lamajin.
Oh, hey, I got you pilaf. I'm eating pilaf that Christine always says she's going to make but never does because it's Armenian. I still haven't had it in 12 years.
What's pilaf?
It's rice.
Oh, rice pilaf?
Yeah, rice pilaf.
That's not yours. That's rice-a-roni's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a San Francisco treat.
Armenian's a pretty old culture, Bobby.
By the way,
Really?
Christine, when she says about making pilaf, she's just talking about that, like a rice-a-roni type thing.
Yeah, it's just you brown vermicelli and rice and then put it in chicken stock.
Sounds good.
It's not crazy. It is really good.
Do you have little finger symbols?
I do not have finger symbols.
Can we get on that? Oh, why? You haven't done that yet? Be my
Christine, why don't you
first-
start dressing more like a genie and less like a Jedi?
Yeah. Why don't you get some belly bells and some finger symbols and get on this?
Yeah. Christine, can you Shakira walk to everything you do? Yo, did you see? Please tell me you saw. We're going to get into embarrassing comedians.
Yeah.
Did you see Tiffany Haddish getting shut down by Shakira all night?
No.
She was drunk, definitely, at the MTV. The MTV Awards, by the way, might as well. They should just let Tiffany host it. They show her constantly. They constantly show the whole. Did you watch the awards? No. They show her nonstop on the show, and then afterwards at an after party, she's drunk and she just keeps yelling out at Shakira, and Shakira they skirt her away. They get her away. It's pretty funny.
But does she, I mean, Are they the MTV? Do they have rock and roll and stuff, or is it
No.
just rap? It's just like hip hop and
hip hop
top 40s?
hip hop and pop.
But
Yeah.
there's no more rock and roll. They don't do any.
Måneskin was the only rock and roll.
There's a K-pop.
I don't
category.
like them.
You don't like them?
I don't.
Oh, I want to fuck most of the band.
Even
I mean,
the guy
dude,
that
that
sings
drummer, holy
it.
shit!
I'm
farts.
begging
you. They're Italian. How do you like them?
No, you're gay. Get away from me.
Yeah, goddamn right I am. When it comes to that drummer, did you see his hair? My lord, you know what I'm talking about, right? The drummer.
Oh, the drummer. No.
The drummer. I mean, the lead singer's all right, but the drummer, my lord.
And there's girl musicians, right?
Yeah, the
There's
guitar
one
player.
guitar player is and then there's a redhead that just fucking ruins the whole band.
Ew.
What's the name of the band?
I know the redheaded bass player.
It's
I
like
think
the girl from Hole. Yick. Get that fucking ginger out of there.
it really does. It looks like Ryan Hamilton.
You watch Tiffany. Poor Tiffany. She's trying to get the Shakiras.
Jesus.
And you just see, so she's trying to get to her through a crowd of people, and she can hear her. Everyone can hear her, and they just get. She doesn't even look back at her.
Wow.
Look, she gets right up behind her and starts screaming, and she won't look backwards. Actually, Tiffany photobombed somebody else's picture, is what it was. That's pretty bad.
Wow.
That's awkward to have out
Would
there.
you turn around though if you heard that?
No.
Jay.
Actually, yes.
Jay.
Yeah, probably.
Jay, it's me.
Yeah, it depends on, I guess, on the level of slur. You're like, oh, I can't
Does
hear
she
you.
know that she's famous?
Does she know Tiffany Haddish is famous?
No, does Tiffany know that she's famous?
Oh, yeah.
She could have got. Oh, I caught that tone.
She's aware.
There's a fucking story there.
No. I think I told you when I came back even. I go, one of my favorite surprises of the tour was how well I got along with Tiffany Haddish. I thought she was like pretty sweet. Like backstage, we bullshitted a bunch. Like she was fine, but she's a big personality, and she definitely knows she's famous. Mm-hmm. And this was that's awkward as hell.
Yeah.
Shakira.
Didn't she pull that shit with Meryl Streep and became friends with her?
Who? Tiffany?
Tiffany, like
Meryl Streep.
no, not quite like that.
What
but-
up, Silkwood? Terms of endearment, bitch.
Was that Meryl Streep?
Yeah. Here.
That's not Meryl Streep.
Oh, crap.
That wasn't Meryl Streep in terms of endearment.
Sure, you're right.
I just saying old movies that are cool.
Another Meryl Streep movie.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Kramer versus Kramer.
She's yeah, I think she did something at the she just sucked her off at the Oscars or something, and they became good friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember. It was red carpet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's from 2018. I just had it. I don't know.
But I remember her from when I used to work at the Laugh Factory. She was just like an open mic, and she took the comedy class that Jamie did.
She's a great story.
She's got a great story.
Foster kid.
Yeah.
Raised her brother basically.
She came out she's been around for a while, but
Sure.
her fame, like they picked her, and finally, good for her though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
she's in the
hustling.
new Haunted Mansion movie. She's famous. She's a celebrity.
She's been hustling for a
Well,
while.
her acting, I first became aware of her because of Keanu, and I just thought she was like a good actress in the role.
Yeah.
You know, so the fact
Keanu
that
Reeves?
No,
the movie
movie
Keanu.
about the cat
I
that
thought you were
Key and
banging
Peele
Keanu
did.
on the
No,
side.
it's a Key and Peele comedy movie they made.
Oh,
it's so funny.
You told me
It's
to
so
watch that.
funny.
I just watched. You told me I got to watch that one. You told me to watch Step Brothers too. I watched that. I watched that on the plane.
Did you like it?
You never watched it?
I've never watched Step Brothers.
Did you love it or did you hate it?
Do you know why? I said this the other day. I can't. I said
John
this
C.
on-
Reilly.
No, I don't mind him in his face, but when they have somebody like Dumb and Dumber,
Mm-hmm.
they made that movie together. It was classic, and then they put him in another movie, in another movie, in
Yeah.
another movie. I can't. I still see them at that. I can't do it. So I've
Okay.
seen them in what is it? The
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
Yeah, which came after Step Brothers though.
Okay, so now it's like I never wanted to see it because I get it like that, but it was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. The girlfriend and the sister-in-law, the wife.
Yeah.
I mean, she's one of the funniest people on earth. She was fucking killing me.
Yeah.
Doing the family and Step Brothers, they're all in the car, and the father makes them sing "Sweet Child of Mine,"
It's
and he's like dead serious, and he's like holding the pitches. There's a solo,
with the kid.
And he's insulting him while he's doing it. He goes, "Come on, you're off pitch, off key, bring it
talking
back."
Talking to the wife, yelling at her,
Yeah.
just degrading her. I mean, it was funny. It was a funny movie. It was a real good movie.
And he goes, "Terrible, terrible. Yeah, please put it on the scene." Because she goes, "Just
There it
terrible."
is.
Let me bring it up at the end.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories, where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky.
That
All right,
guy's
Tommy,
great.
you're the oldest. I'm counting on you. Come on.
She's got eyes.
The kid's such a cunt face.
He's good. He's good.
I hate to look into those eyes.
Nice vibrato, buddy. All right, Alice, let's go.
Reminds me of a warm, safe
Flat. So flat. I don't even know. You don't even look good while you're singing. The worst thing I've ever heard. This is $1,200 a week for voice lessons, and this is what I get? Okay, I'm going to save it with the solo.
Bow, bow, there. I can sing high like this. I can sing high.
That's my favorite part.
So funny.
That was my favorite part. When they're driving down the road, he gets so into it, he almost kills everybody. He drives on the other side of the road.
Yes, Step Brothers is a classic.
Oh, there's one line, Bobby, that you would love. Check this out.
Honey, come on. Dane Cook, pay-per-view, 20 minutes. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
That was fucking hilarious.
Honey, Dane Cook, pay-per-view, 20 minutes.
Dude, that's fucking hatred right there. When they throw you in a comedy movie.
That's 2008 backlash right there.
That is, man. I was torn with him at that time.
Well, he did have, I mean, if any kind of sympathy or you feel for him, like, I mean, it was Rolling Stone, right? It was like 2 years separation from an article that was like Dane Cook's the next biggest thing in the world.
And then they turned.
And then in 2 years later, it was like, all right, Dane Cook, we get it. Like, damn.
Well, they just did the same thing with Jimmy Fallon. It's like that whole thing last week with Jimmy where they did this whole article that he's a. First of all, I know Jimmy. He's one of the nicest
Super
guys.
toxic. Oh. I was going a different direction with it.
He's the nicest guy in the world.
I mean,
And
I met him for 15 minutes. He seemed very nice.
I've known him for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, just this, every time I've met him, the sweetest guy in the world. And they wrote this big article. They went and they found people. I hate this now. They go and find people. They just interview people until somebody goes, yeah, he is kind of a dick. And they go, that's what I want. More of that. What else?
Super dick. And like, okay, now you're talking.
And they got like
Guy's such a dick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6 people or whatever it was. Anonymous, by the way. You don't even know who these fucking people are. I guess a couple of them still work. And they just attacked him. They said, good Jimmy or bad Jimmy?
Yeah.
What the fuck is he hitting you? What is he doing? He's not, what is he in a bad mood? Maybe he drinks a little bit. Maybe he has a bad day. 5 nights a week, the guy has to go on TV against 17 other people.
But again, you don't know also, he might be a bad boss. Who knows?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
what is a bad boss? Bad bosses, first of all, are supposed to be bad. That's how they get shit done. It's it. Steve Jobs was a dickhead.
Yeah.
Because he had to make you do your potential. You know,
yeah, but I don't see.
Big
I
Jim
haven't heard people come
told
out.
us we don't know how to do radio.
He did.
We've worked hard since.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I still feel his fingers. I still feel his fingers on my shoulder.
Yeah, I still feel the ghosting when he looked through me and he talked to you about me.
He was like, Bobby, if you wouldn't mind, I'm talking to Jay about the show.
To you, not to me.
Yeah. He goes, is Bobby still looking at me? Is Bobby still over there staring at me because I feel the heat? I don't like it. Tell him to take a walk.
And he had to come. This is what the work environment wants now. They want utopia.
Of course, which is absolutely impossible. But I'm saying,
not creativity. You can't look at to be creative. You have to be mentally ill. You have to be fucked up a little bit.
Sure.
We're all fucked up. Everybody in this room has issues. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Christine. And I mean, he's supposed to be what, the healthiest guy in the room, and you go in there, it's supposed to be what, Google, where everybody's nice and shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not blown away. But I mean, I also didn't hear anything that was like that bad. Again, it's another one of those. It's like the Aziz fucking rape story, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. I just feel like it's this one. It's like, I don't know, I'm not really hearing anything that like crazy about this. You know what I mean?
But he had to come out. This is what sucks. He had to go out and make an apology to everybody on Zoom, and now he has to walk around on eggshells at his own job because he's worried that someone's gonna fucking take him out. So now creativity or whatever the hell they had there is ruined because now it's a whole different thing because of some intern or somebody who's only going to work there for a year and then leave. You know what I mean? If you don't like, if you don't like your job, leave. Go get another job.
Sure.
You don't try to assassinate the fucking guy. And
Well, I guess it depends how like personally fucked you feel about it.
it's Rolling
You know what I
Stone.
mean?
Rolling Stone sucks.
Well, Rolling Stone, to jump on it seems like a little weird. That seems more like a Vulture article. It should be or something.
it's
The
just
fact that
like-
Rolling Stone's pretty, legitimate like outlet that you're like, damn, Rolling Stone really. It's like that's very opinionated.
Johnny
piece you put
Carson.
out there.
Johnny Carson was a piece of shit.
A monster, yeah.
Yeah, David Letterman was an asshole. I mean,
No, I always heard people say David Letterman was great to work for.
I hear people that what's good for you is good. Some people liked him, but I know people that were like, dude, you was told you can't look at him, you can't talk to him during commercials.
Oh, sure.
You know, all this weird shit. But that's just the way it is, man. Who gives a shit? Moving on, keep it moving.
Yeah, still weird though.
It's weird, but it's like whatever. You know, you
I
don't
don't
try
know if
to.
you have to be a weirdo to be like.
Well, tell them what you do in between commercials, and we'll see if people agree with that.
Well, listen, if I don't give Jacob and DJ Lou a closed door spanking, they don't learn.
I mean, yeah, but what if they?
It's my job to educate and to be funny.
Yeah, but you're lucky they like that.
Yeah,
Because if
I
they
really
don't,
am.
they'll turn on you one day.
Damn, Jacob,
Yeah.
you really do love a nice little pink tussie. When I'm through with you, give me those little love smacks.
Yeah, Jacob, you know who made you go into the new office? Over there, Big Boss.
This guy right here.
It was you?
I bumped
Yeah,
you
it
up,
was
dude.
him.
I go, he's tired of looking at nothing. He wants to look at another person and have less space.
It's so fucking weird that they can just write an article like that with just anonymous people. It's not even facts. You can't prove it. They just said it happened, whoever they are.
To
You
me,
don't
it's
know.
also like the people just come out. Like you guys come out. Like say it on your own thing. You know what I mean? Like it's like a weird gathering. These people didn't reach out to fucking
But can't you?
Rolling Stone.
But can't you say it to them? Isn't there like an age? Can't you go, hey man, don't talk to me like that,
Sure.
and do it there
Yeah.
instead of trying to ruin his fucking, ruin the whole thing?
Yeah.
And just take him out. I mean,
Agreed.
if he's a piece of shit, that's fine. But
Well, look.
if he's doing bad shit,
we have a friend who we were talking to yesterday who was essentially saying like she worked for Ellen years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago, and so when she got the gig, it was like monetarily and like work-wise, like a holy shit thing. She was like, "Oh wow, this is like awesome."
right?
And then she's like, she worked there for like months or a year, and she goes, she was a nightmare, like to deal with. And she was like, so I quit.
Yeah, you quit. That's it. That's an option. Just leave.
But I just think when you leave, you also have the ability to go like, yeah, and fuck them, they sucked. Do you know what I mean? If you feel that hurt by it, I guess. But like,
But
I don't know.
it's
I'm
so-
not mad at Rolling. I guess I'm not mad at Rolling Stone, but I think it's weird that they jumped into this world. It's like because this isn't like splash news. Like what? No one's ever heard anything like this before, and they really just kind of gave. Unless I'm wrong, everything I read about Jimmy Fallon seemed to be just like he goes. Some days he was in a bad mood, and look out.
Oh, I don't want.
And you're
I
like,
don't
well,
want.
I mean, that's gonna happen.
I don't want to feel bad at work ever.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever feel bad at work.
He didn't
ever.
like. He didn't do that at. He didn't do that at. He didn't go on air with that.
No, but it's just like
No, I'm saying like every time he did the show, it wasn't like the show
Right.
was having some crumble, and it's like, well, why? It's like because everyone's unhappy, and he's like a lunatic backstage. Everyone's like, the show just rolls and makes viral videos constantly. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like until this happened, I've never even heard within the business that he's a dick. There's people you've heard about before in the business where you're like, oh yeah.
I heard Ellen was a dick for years. I know people who wrote for her that because I loved Ellen when she first came out. I thought she was great, and I thought her stand up was good.
And you thought you had a shot with her.
And I still do.
It's not over.
She sent you a picture one night, me just down on Ellen's box.
Get metal fingers.
Yeah, I give metal fingers. I put the Bonfire logo right near her puss.
You could tell her. You're DeGeneres. You just got bobbed.
my favorite part. Please, that's great. Oh, that's what it would sound like down there, too.
Yeah, getting some of that. Oh, yeah, she's going to be gushing for you.
No, that's actually her neck.
Oh.
Yeah, the Rolling Stone, the fact that they went out and got, they had to go find people. So maybe one person said one thing. Then they went and they did an investigative report. Like, we really need Jimmy Fallon investigated.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that? There's other things you could do, Rolling Stone.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't understand what this thing from just like this handful of people saying this stuff, like, I don't know, it's just not coming from anywhere else.
No,
But again,
a handful of people got their feelings hurt as adults, and that's where we're at in society, where now we have to make him apologize publicly to everybody. Now what? Now what? Now they can just say, now if he has a bad day or something happens, some fucking low-tiered asshole can just make him call him on it and make him feel like shit, or call Rolling Stone, or take it. I mean, it's terrible, man.
well, also, especially if they're saying like that, no one's complaining about like their compensation. Do you know what I mean? Like no one's complaining about their compensation. They're just saying like he treated us like shitty. So it's just like, well, it's either worth the money or it's not.
Yeah, or you want the experience or you don't. You know, working at the Tonight Show is pretty epic. Being in New York, getting that gig, going into that
it's
building,
in high pressure.
It's a high pressure gig, and it's you know, to work on it is a kind of feather in your cap. Whatever you do for the rest of your life, you get to bring your kids. I used to work there on the Tonight Show. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And what are you going to say? Well, why'd you leave, Dad? Because he hurt my feelings one day.
Yeah.
He was in a mood.
He was dismissive.
One day he held the door for me. He didn't say thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Unless he's sexually or physically abusive, you know.
Well, yeah. So or even like verbally, like yelling. You know, you can't say things to people where, you know what I mean, like it's illegal.
Yeah. Now, I mean, back in the day, remember that they slap a secretary's ass.
Yeah.
Go get me a cigar and a pencil, baby.
And if she said something about it, you slap her in the goddamn face.
They could fire her husband.
Hey, sweetheart.
Tell your husband to come in here, you whore. You're gone, Jacob.
He said he wants to make it an inclusive space now.
Oh, fuck.
I think that was in the release.
Yeah, just those words. Like, what does that mean?
I'll tell you what it means.
I don't know what
Not
it means.
funny. When you say inclusive space, it's funny is gone. It's vacuumed out.
Line
of
up,
the room.
trans writers.
I think I remember that.
Well, you don't
word
think
being
trans
used,
people
so-
get cunty? You know what I mean? You don't think gay guys are fucking the worst cunts? They get so moody.
God, I'll tell you what, if you're a shitty boss, don't hire trans. They're going to tell you. I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. for this.
It's, oh, God. It just sucks. I feel so bad for him. I hate that a magazine like Rolling Stone used to be the shit. I mean, remember I used to go buy Rolling Stone.
I bought it every flight.
It was the greatest. And
every
now,
flight I would go on, I would go buy a Rolling Stone magazine and like an Us Weekly, and that would be my flight.
Who's the person who wrote the article? Do we know?
It's right here. Christy Lee Yandoli.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Sounds like a party pooper.
Bobby, I'm actually published in Rolling Stone, but my one article was a letter to the editor telling them how bad they suck now. And they did, to their credit, publish it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my claim to.
I actually have some Yelp reviews that I'm very proud of.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That was published.
This is a little more legit.
I actually have a lot of likes on some of my Yelp reviews.
Ooh. She's not even here, by the way. She lives in Los Angeles.
Oh, my gosh. She's not even here, and she did it.
16 current and former staff members. Mental health was impacted because of their alleged mistreatment. Well, now it's a lot more people.
I mean, yeah,
We're
of
up to
course,
16.
of course it is. Mental health. What is mental health? Do they know what fucking a hard
mental
time
health
is?
days and stuff is one of the lamest things I've ever heard of, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like
Christine can complain of mental health issues. If anybody's going to complain, Christine has. I'll fucking buy her Rolling Stone article. You call me a stupid bitch.
The amount of stuff Maral and I had to put up with working for a person on the Foxhole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, neither of us considered we didn't. We just worked with this person.
You'd
That
be
was
killed.
But I'm just saying,
Foxhole.
it's a different
you get killed,
breed.
you have a stroke, you play naked basketball. Who knows what happens over in that crazy place?
They never invited us to play naked basketball.
No, dude. You weren't going to show and prove. They need swingers on that court.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Your little
have
pud
to-
just bouncing around.
Yeah,
I would never. If they offered, I would never have accepted the offer. To
They,
play.
would give you-
Really?
they give you pom-poms. Pom-poms, you'd sit on the sideline and root everybody on.
That's
You could
all
be a
I'd be good
cheerleader.
for. The cheerleader.
You would go to anything they invited you to because they didn't invite you to shit.
You a cheerleader, boy.
I did go to the Foxhole Celebrity Weekend in Atlantic City twice.
Did they like you there?
I was in a huddle with Jamie Foxx.
Did he know who you were?
He didn't say a word to me, but I was in a huddle with Jamie Foxx.
But Bobby also
But
like
DJ Lou's little sing-songy tone was a little aggressive, and I liked it.
He doesn't understand. He's jealous of that I was closer to the big league.
What are you in
That
now?
is Jamie Foxx.
What are you in now?
Well, I
fuck
work.
is that?
What the fuck is that? Are you
I
in
work for
AAA
the
now?
Foxhole, Bobby. Maybe you didn't know that.
oh yeah,
This
I'm
is
aware.
before you.
That was better than this.
No.
Did they let you dress like an old lady on a couch in the winter in 1842?
I dress the same.
Do they make you dress like you're wagoning west?
Jay, thank you for punching up that wordy joke that I did, and that's why you're a genius, kid.
You're wagoning out west.
I mean, really precise.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. That was just a portion of our actual Sirius XM radio show.
If you want the whole thing, go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer.
That's right. And go to BigJComedy.com and RobertKellyLive.com to check out our stand-up dates coming to a city near you. Crackle, crackle.